I've been playing video games since I was a 2-year-old. One of my earliest memories is of playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PlayStation 2, and since then I've had a lot of memories relating to games. It's been the bulk of my childhood consistence, as well as the thing I've been doing most leading into my adolescence, seeing as I've been on YouTube for nearly 4 years at this point, which is wild for me to think about. I've come a long way from pointing an iPhone SE camera at my TV screen and recording Call of Duty gameplay, but hey, that probably says more about me as a person than I care to admit. I've gone through a lot, and I mean a lot of consoles in my time. As I said earlier, the PlayStation 2, Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Wii U, PS4, the Nintendo Switch, you get the idea. I even made a video talking about this in more detail about a year ago, although it is kind of outdated now. I do still think it's an alright video though, so go check it out if the premise of the video interests you. But despite all those consoles I've owned in my time, I now spend most of my time on PC because it's just the best way to experience basically almost all of your games, but that's one thing that's maintained relevance over the years, and that's the console wars. Another thing that's stayed consistent about the console wars is the fact that I've always hated the fact they exist, and I think they have no reason to exist whatsoever outside of the companies themselves. You can go to absolutely any advertisement of a console or console exclusive, and there will be some moron saying something along the lines in the comment section of, "Oh, PS4 is trash, Xbox is better, 30 frames or more cinematic, Xbox is gay, the Google Stadia is good." Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. But what I'm trying to say is the console wars have always somehow managed to maintain their consistency, and outside of the businesses for no reason at all. It's especially growing at this particular time, considering the fact that the PS5 and Xbox Series X are both launching at the end of the year. The console wars are one of the few things that I've hated when I started YouTube and still stand by to this very day. In fact, I even made a video on this before when I was just starting out on YouTube a long time ago, and this is one of the few things that I publicly said then that I still stand by now, though I maintain the fact that I could absolutely say it better now. So with that said, let's play this clip of 12-year-old Johnny Seizure from 2016 talking about why console wars are super dumb and uninteresting.
Smash Bros. And Zelda and Metroid and all that stuff. Nintendo has countless exclusives, but then again, it's stupid. Does it really make a freaking difference? No. You're playing the same.
Well, that was nice, if not super jarring to look back at. Anyways, I think you get that first point. I hate console wars. I always have. I think they have no fucking reason to exist whatsoever. I think that if you really want businesses to duke it out, just let them do that. As soon as public perception grabs an opinion, it goes seriously wrong. What makes it worse is that almost all of the arguments are completely pointless and useless anyway. For some reason, people are using specs as an argument now, as if the PS4 and Xbox One specs aren't so close that you wouldn't even notice it. I guess for the sake of being a cynical asshole, I can go ahead and then talk about things that they do better than one another. As far as public perception goes, the Xbox One and PS4 had the complete opposite public reaction to the Xbox 360 and PS3. While most people preferred the 360 to the PS3 in the 7th gen, when the 8th gen came on, a lot of people chose the PS4 over the Xbox One, and the reasons are honestly quite simple, starting with its reveal. Microsoft talking about the Xbox One at E3 2013 was a complete fucking train wreck. The thing that made people buy a PS4 at first over an Xbox was the fact that not only was it almost $100 cheaper, but also the reveal talked about how it plays video games, whereas the Xbox One was talking about TV and Netflix and all that stuff. Nobody buys their Xbox so they can watch TV. I bought my Xbox to play video games, not to watch Game of Thrones. People would normally buy a PS4 over an Xbox One because it would play video games better, and it was also $100 cheaper. And oh hey, that's another thing, pricing. Sony knew that they couldn't have another fucking PS3 launch price, and they awaited Microsoft to reveal the price of the Xbox One so they could make it $100 cheaper, because they didn't want another fucking PS3 launch price of $600. Another argument people tend to bring up all the time, and the one I see the most and the one you probably see the most as well, is the exclusives. And I agree that in terms of exclusives on the 8th gen, Sony and Nintendo gave Microsoft a fucking prison beating with it. But honestly, I don't even really think this is a valid argument anymore, because I don't think Microsoft even fucking cares. All they're big name quote-unquote exclusives are playable on PC in a better form, so they're not really even exclusives to begin with, and it looks like Microsoft is keeping it that way. Halo Infinite, which is a launch title for the Xbox Series X, is going to be playable in a better way on PC. Why would I pay my money for an entirely new piece of hardware to play a game that I can just play better on PC? Not only that, but the games that people tout as Microsoft's best exclusives, quote-unquote exclusives, you'll get to that in a second, like Cuphead or the Ori series, aren't even exclusives to begin with and never were. They were also on PC at launch, and also they're both on the Switch now, so they don't really count as exclusives, and they never did. The only game I can think of that's been loyal to being an exclusive exclusively to the Xbox One the whole time since its initial release almost 5 years ago was Halo 5. That's it. You can always resort to using the argument of, oh, Sony has Bloodborne, Persona 5, God of War, Spider-Man, but, like, I don't really think Microsoft cares about their exclusive market necessarily, because all their quote-unquote exclusives are just gonna go on PC. So I don't really think they think it matters. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm thinking of having this series of different quick videos called Idiot Quickie, which is what this was, where I just make these kind of just like chronicling my thoughts on certain things in gaming videos for like 5 minutes or whatever to fill in gaps between my uploads of bigger videos. Okay, well that's it for this video. My name is Johnny Seizure. I hope you enjoyed this video. More on the way. I'll see you soon.